So today we're gonna do my Pan Those Eyeshadows update. I feel as though I'm kind of like stuck with this project. There are a bunch of shades that I've been in for a really long time, and I kind of just want to like switch things up a little bit today. So as much as I am pretty close on some shades, or I've maybe got close to the 20 uses, which is basically my goal. I either hit pan or I use the shade 20 times, or I use the shade for 3 months, but some of these have been in for like 6 months now and I still have not hit pan. So yeah, I think I need to switch things out. I'm not going to take everything out of the project because there are some shades where they're just recent roll-ins, so I'm happy to keep them in. But for the most part, I am feeling very, very stuck on this. So we are going to make a big change today. So I'm working on 5 different shades. Let's just start with the update. I guess I'll go with the shade that I've only used once, which is actually from my Vintage Glam palette from Gloss Gods. I mentioned this in my last video. I really just used this palette once this last month, and the shade that I'm trying to hit pan on is this one right here called Legend Has It. It's really, really pretty. I've used it now 12 times in total in this project, but obviously only once in the last month. It's a really nice taupe shade, and ideally I would keep it in. I've had it in now for 5 months and I want to roll it out. I just think it's a little bit too long and I could keep it in, but I'm just not going into it. I'm not reaching for it a lot, and I don't feel the need to stick it out a little bit longer to hit pan. I've used it plenty of times and I'm going to be rolling this one out. I'm just not, like, it's a pretty shade, it's gorgeous, but I'm not having fun with it in this project, and I want to have fun with my Pan Those eyeshadows, and so I need to switch it up. So hopefully you guys understand. Next up, we've got 2 shades from my Beauty Bay palette, the Earthy. I am going to keep both of these shades in the project because I just rolled them in recently, so I don't feel the need to roll them out. The first one is this green right here called Lime. That's kind of what it's looking like. Still, no huge dip forming in there yet. It's a gorgeous shade, and then I did also roll Palm in last update as well. And this one is pretty, but there is no pan. So those 2 are staying in. I've used them twice each this last month. So yeah, I'm gonna show you my color story, but it's definitely gonna change. I think also I'm just not into this color story anymore. And maybe it's because this one and this one I would use for the same reason. Obviously this one is from Vintage Glam. It's a little bit darker of a taupey brown. This one's a little bit more of a champagne. But I don't know, I feel like there's something about it where I can do this look over and over again, but maybe there's too many shimmers as well. I mean, they're all shimmers, but one matte, which I will share. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep these 2 in, obviously roll this one out. But yeah, only use those 2 twice each this month. So not a huge success there. Next up, I do have a ColourPop single, and I think I'm going to roll out my ColourPop singles. I started saying, it was like probably 2 years ago now, that I want to always have a ColourPop single in my Pan Those eyeshadows. I don't feel the need to do that at this point anymore, or I don't want to do it anymore. So I have all my ColourPop singles in here. They're just depotted ColourPop palettes. And the shade that I have been working on is from the Aha Honey palette, and it's Sweet Spot. And it is so close. It's actually kind of maddening now how close I am to the pan. But I just have not wanted to go into yellow really at all. And so every time I go into this shade, I'm forcing myself and I'm doing looks that I don't want to do. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to hate pan or do makeup looks that don't inspire me, that I don't really feel like doing. So this one I did go into 4 additional times this last month, and I have used it 17 times in total. So I'm still not at the total use mark, but I've had it in the project for 6 months. It's a little bit much now, and I need a change. I need a change, or I'm going to stop my Pan Those eyeshadows. It's one or the other, so I figured let me just do this for now, make a switch on the whole project, see if I enjoy it. I have to be honest, I have not been enjoying my Pando's eyeshadows. Let's just cut to the chase. I have not been enjoying going into these shades. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like over this project, but I want to give it another go. And so I am actually going to be rolling this one out too. I've used it 17 times, no pan. 3 more uses, am I going to get pan? Maybe, but I can do that in my own time when I do want to go into a yellow, if that makes sense. So I just think I'm just going to roll it out for now. And then the last shade that I actually have hit pan. So this one, thankfully, I don't have to roll it out because I've actually hit pan. It is from my Glamshop palette, and I did hit pan in this. This one is called Raritas, and I used it 4 extra times this month. It is this lovely silvery purple blue down here. I don't know if you're gonna see the pan. So I actually have 2 pans in here now. I actually have it on my eyes today. It's pretty. And this one, yeah, I was able to hit pan. These are really nice. They're malleable, they're squishy shades. I like these special shades, so it wasn't really that difficult. I used my finger. So yeah, this one I can roll out legitimately. But yeah, I'm so excited to be switching this up because I just have not been wanting to, like, maybe it's just the color story, but I think also it's the fact that I have 4 shimmers, 1 matte, and normally, yeah, I love shimmers, but I can't put just shimmers on my eyes all the time. So I think I just need a little bit of variety. So yeah, the only 2 shades that we're keeping are the green and this one right here from the Earthy. So we're going to be rolling in 3 new shades today, which I'm very, very excited for. So I think I'm going to leave this up to chance, which might be a bad idea, but we're going to roll out of my whole collection. I have 1,269 shades. If I roll a shade in that I'm already working on, or obviously it already has a pan, we will roll again. But yeah, we're just going to do 1 out of 1,269. And let's see what the first one is. We have number 852, and then we have 263. I'm hoping these are good. And then 370. So let me go get those and I'll be right back. All right, we have a little bit of a problem. So 2 of the shades that I rolled, I've already hit pan on. So the first one is from my Club Nebula, and I rolled in Astro, which is this blue right here, and I have already hit pan on that because I had it in my Project Level Up. Another one that was rolled in is actually ColourPop single, and it is from the Blue Moon palette, and it is Billie Jean right here. Now the third shade that I rolled is actually a ColourPop single. It's from the Sweet Talk, and I have to find it. So before I do that, I don't have a pan in it, so it's fine, but we have to roll again. So we're gonna roll 2 more times for the other 2 shades because, okay, number 37, this just wants to be difficult, and 700. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and we're probably gonna have to roll again. Let me explain some things. Okay, so the ColourPop single that we rolled in, like I said, is from the Sweet Talk palette, and it's called Work It. It's this shade I found out, this one down here. So these are all my leftover shades that I can't fit in the other tier, and you can see like they're all browns. So we have the option of rolling this one in, right? However, the other, one of the other shades that I've just recently now rolled in is from my Let's Get Nude, and it's called Undressed, and it is this one right here, which is a brown matte. So do I work on the ColourPop brown matte, or do I work on this one? I'm not going to do both of them because that's going to kill me. A part of me just wants to do this one because it's just in a palette, it's easier to do. This is most likely a shade that I will declutter because I did not put it in my other tiers. In my singles palette, you know, I have the 3 tiers, and then this is the 4th tier of all the leftovers, and I really don't like ever look at these shades. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this one because I don't want to waste time trying to hit pan in a shade that will most likely not be in my collection for very long. So that means we need to roll again. Which is stupid. Oh, and the other shade, the final shade is actually from my Nuba palette from ABH, and this one obviously is fine to use, and the shade Liberty. was pulled. So those two are fine, but we do need to do this one more time. Will we be lucky a third time? 313, let me see what that is. All right, we got some luck. It's from the Hocus Pocus 2. I don't have any pans in here. I am trying to do a pan in every palette for this. And I was going to try to hit pan in this shade right here, but the shade that's been rolled in is, it's this purple matte down here. So I'm actually gonna roll this one in. Even though I have this in a project, I'm trying to hit pan in this one. I'm happy to roll this one in my pan those eyeshadows, get some more use out of it and see how it goes. It is a purple matte. So I went from, let's swatch everything, but it seems like I went from having all shimmers to now having a bunch of mattes. So how do I feel? Like, yeah, I literally rolled out 2 shimmers, 1 matte, and I'm rolling in 3 mattes. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is my new color story. This is my old color story. For the most part, it's just gotten darker and there's just more to play with. I just feel like there was too many shimmers in here, and this seems a little bit more spring to me, and this seems a little bit more wintry. It does look a little bit like a Halloween color story with the orange, the purple, and the green. So these two are my Beauty Bay ones, and then you've got the Hocus Pocus 2, you've got the Gloss Gods, and then you have this one down here from ABH, which is this really dirty, murky green color. But I'm actually pleased that I've done this. I'm way more interested in doing this, I think, especially because we are heading into winter time. It's winter for a lot of people right now, but like typical winter weather. I just want to, like, if I'm ever going to do darker makeup, it's going to be now. So it makes sense for me to have some dark mattes in here. So that is my update. Sorry that I've been switching everything around and it took forever to get here, but we are here. So yeah, this is my new color story. And we'll see. I think I can have some fun with this. I think there's just more variety, and I think this one was lacking variety. Everything is just very light. You know what I mean? So hopefully I've done the right thing and I don't neglect all of these, but we will have to see in a month's time. Thank you so much for watching if you stayed it to the end, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye!